Hola YouTube, my name is Ricardo Lino and I'm a wheel addict. If you've been following this channel for the last couple of months, you've been seeing me do a grind a lot, and that grind is called the Miszou, and that's what I'm going to teach you today. So for those of you that have been skating for a while, you probably already mastered the Miszou, or you probably suck at Miszous, and that's actually something that happens to a lot of people. There's very, very good skaters out there that can't do a good looking Miszou. So I'm going to try to explain you how I can do them. You might not like the way that I do mine. I actually feel comfortable with them, so let's see. In order for you to be able to do a good Miszou, I think you should be able to do a good backside. So here's the backside. A Miszou and the backside are a lot closer than to other soul tricks. A lot of people think that doing a soul grind and a Miszou are closer to what a backside is. But for me, mainly because of the stance. When I do a Miszou, I take my left foot in front and my right foot in the back. When I do a backside, I actually distribute the weight kind of like the same way. So let me do a Miszou so you can see what I'm talking about. If you're learning how to Miszou, this is probably one of the last places that you would try them. You wouldn't want to start doing a Miszou on a coping, and the reason for that is if I'm going to do a Miszou on a play rail or on a down rail like this, there's no rotation at all. I go straight. Yeah, my upper body will end up spinning about 45 degrees, but not really my legs, you know, like I just jump with my feet like this, and there's not really a lot of rotation happening. Now, when I do it here, it's completely different because I need to spin extra 90 degrees to what I would spin on the ground. So let me just get it on the play rail. Here we go. If you don't have one of these, make sure to go check the video where I teach you all how to do one of these, okay? This is a P rail. One of the easiest ways for you to learn how to do grinds. But for soul tricks, usually if you look for like a ledge, like a little sidewalk or a little something that is square, it's going to be easier. And the reason for that is on something round, if you don't bring your knee to the top, what's going to happen is that your foot can slide out. So in order for you to be properly locked, you're gonna need to bring your knee a little bit to the top of the rail. Something like this. Now, if I would bring my foot forward, this would be a soul. If I leave my foot here, this would be a Miszou. We're going to be talking about doing something like this. The problem here is that a lot of the people, when they do a Miszou, they tend to have a stance that it's way too much on the front foot. They go like this. And in my opinion, it works a lot better if you bring a lot more weight to the back foot. Basically, on your sole, you can actually put most of the pressure on the heel. So it would be something like this. Now, you first need to learn how to lock. This would be a good way for you to learn. You place your foot, you lean your knee, you bring the other one. You try to understand the stance that I was just telling you, where you're a little bit more on the heel. Once you're there, you're gonna wanna do the exact same thing, but jumping with both feet at the same time. And you try to get more and more your weight on the back foot. And this is what's going to make a difference when you want to do it in different places, because bringing the weight to the back foot, or even more on the heel of the front foot, is going to save you in a lot of different situations. So if you miss your feet like this, it's going to be a lot easier for you to sit down and actually come out in a safe position. But if all the weight is on the front foot, this can be a dangerous trick. From the stall with 1, 2, to the stall with both feet at the same time, to now learning how to grind. Very important. Once I land on the rail, I want to absorb the shock in order for the sliding to be smoother. A very common mistake is people trying it like they see on the skateboards, they try it right here on the end. If they slide out, they're gonna fall right here. This is dangerous. Like if the rail has this length, let's try to do it from the beginning. So, easy. Basically, it's the exact same thing. A very good advice that I can give you is start rolling a lot of time before the rail so that I can actually concentrate on what I'm about to do. Skate, roll. What I did here, which is very, very important, is obviously I already told you about bringing your weight to the back foot. Now, something that sometimes is a huge problem is that people keep their feet too close. This is still a Miszou, but this is a dangerous Miszou. Try to open your stance a bit more. Basically, I try to have my feet open enough to keep my body in the middle. So this way I have the perfect balance, in my opinion, obviously. So it will be something like this. And that's basically it when you do it on the P-rail. Now, from the P-rail, you can actually do it everywhere you want it. I can do it on the curb, I can do it on the down rail. As long as you keep your stance right, which again, is going to be a bit more on the back foot, not forgetting that on the front foot, you want the knee to lean to the top of the rail. Now, if you're gonna do it on a ledge, you are not going to be able to lean that much to the top, because otherwise your foot is going to slide out. But let me do a Miszou here. And it's basically the same. From here to a down rail, to a ledge, it's the same, it's just a Miszou. Let me do a Miszou on the down rail. And that is it. I hope you learned something new today. If you did enjoy this video, if you learned how to Miszou, please let me know in the comments. If you're still struggling with the Miszou after this video, let me know what I can help you with, or let me know where you're struggling and I'm going to try to help you through the comments. And that is basically it. If you enjoyed, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't like it, well, thumbs down. Just let me know what you didn't like about this video. Now, like I say in every single video, just don't ever, like ever, forget why we all started skating. And that is because it's fun. Let me do another Miszou.